Hello, I'm Dr. Sophia Lin, a urologist, and today I want to discuss a topic that affects many lives: the natural changes the penis undergoes over time. Rather than focusing on clinical cases or professional experiences, I want to share a personal journey from my own relationship with my husband. Like any part of the body, the penis also changes with age. These transformations can sometimes lead to insecurity and frustration for both the man and his partner. However, I've come to realize that they don't have to be barriers to pleasure or intimacy. In fact, embracing these changes can strengthen a relationship and open new doors to deeper connection. Understanding the changes. As the years go by, our bodies transform, and the penis is no exception. These changes may bring concerns or even discomfort, but through my relationship with my husband, I've learned they don't have to mean the end of pleasure or connection. In our youth, our intimacy was vibrant and effortless, and my husband radiated confidence. Over time, however, we began noticing shifts. His erections weren't as firm, and sometimes they didn't last as long. At first, we dismissed it as stress or fatigue, but as the occurrences became more frequent, we realized it was a natural part of aging. There were even subtle changes in size that, while minor, were noticeable enough to bring new emotions into our relationship. These experiences led us to reevaluate what intimacy meant to us. To support you in achieving a more fulfilling sex life, I've made available the digital book, Rediscovering Intimacy: Healthy Sexuality After 60. In it, you'll find practical tips to strengthen your relationship, overcome emotional and physical challenges, and reignite passion in your marriage. Check the pinned comment to get your copy. Copies are limited, so don't miss this opportunity to transform your love life. The difficult conversation. Our first real conversation about these changes was difficult. My husband, once so secure and confident, seemed embarrassed, as though he had failed in some way. His silence created distance between us. He didn't want to talk about it, possibly out of fear that he would disappoint me. But as we faced these changes together, we discovered new ways to maintain intimacy and emotional closeness. Seeing my husband's insecurity touched me deeply. I had always believed our love was built on the deep connection we had cultivated over the years. Through research, I learned that losing some elasticity and experiencing reduced blood flow with age is completely normal. These changes affect the penis, but they do not define a man's ability to experience intimacy or pleasure. Rebuilding intimacy. One evening, after a quiet dinner, I knew it was time for an honest conversation. I held my husband's hand and reassured him that these changes didn't diminish my love for him. I reminded him that aging is a universal process, our bodies evolve, but our bond remains strong. In that moment, something shifted. We began to value affection, companionship, and intimacy in ways we hadn't before. Instead of focusing on performance, we explored new forms of pleasure, lingering touches, deep conversations, and affectionate gestures. Where once we may have felt pressure to reach a specific goal, we now cherished every moment of closeness. This change in perspective allowed my husband to regain confidence, not from his physical abilities, but from the love and connection we shared. Over time, our conversations became more open. He shared his fears, and I reassured him that these physical changes didn't alter my attraction or love for him. Society often pressures men to maintain an image of virility, making it difficult to accept these natural transitions. But as we let go of those expectations, our relationship became even stronger. A new perspective on love and desire. Something I deeply value in these years together is our ability to be open and vulnerable with each other. We learned to talk about our fears and insecurities without judgment, allowing us to better understand one another. My husband shared how difficult it was to accept the changes in his body, especially in a society that ties masculinity to sexual performance. But as we navigated this journey together, he realized that his worth extended far beyond those expectations. By embracing these changes with love and patience, we discovered that intimacy isn't just about physical performance, it's about connection, understanding, and mutual care. Aging brings new challenges, but it also offers the chance to deepen our love in ways we never expected. The role of self-care. As my husband accepted these changes, he also began to take better care of himself. He focused more on overall health, eating a balanced diet, exercising, and even practicing mindfulness to reduce stress. These small adjustments not only improved his well-being but also helped us maintain a fulfilling intimate life. Stress and anxiety often interfere with intimacy, especially later in life. By shifting our focus away from performance and toward emotional connection, we created a space where love and affection could thrive naturally. This transition didn't happen overnight. There were moments of doubt and frustration, but through patience and understanding, we rekindled the joy of being together. Embracing imperfection. We also learned to embrace humor. If something didn't go as expected, we laughed, hugged, and moved forward without pressure. This lighthearted approach reminded us that imperfections are part of life, and that true connection isn't about perfection, but about presence and care. Looking back, I feel grateful for the journey we've shared. Youthful passion is wonderful, but there is something deeply beautiful about a love that grows and evolves with time. It withstands challenges, adapts to change, and becomes stronger with each passing year. A message to couples facing these changes. For any man or couple facing these changes, my message is simple. Talk openly, support each other, and embrace this phase of life together. Aging is inevitable, but with the right mindset, it can bring just as much joy, closeness, and fulfillment as any other stage. If this message resonated with you, don't forget to like this video, share it with your friends and family, and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps us reach more people and continue spreading awareness about intimacy, aging, and healthy relationships. Hit the bell icon to stay updated with my latest videos. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you next time.